Hi, welcome to your fourth exercise lesson, and this is how to check your heart rate manually. I know we are all equipped nowadays with the fancy heart rate monitors or the watches or the phones that could check it as well, but what if for some reason you don't have your phone, or it's not charged, or it's not picking up your heart rate correctly? If you understand what your heartbeat feels like, and the heart rate number, if you understand those fundamentals, if something's not functioning right, we can't always rely on those smart devices because what is the saying? Our smart devices are making us dumb, right? So let's understand the fundamentals of at least checking your heart rate, if not for yourself, if for some emergency situation that you would have to check somebody else's pulse. Maybe that's the ER nurse side of me coming out into this course, but I think this is very essential that everybody should know how to do that. So checking pulses, there's two main places that you can check a pulse, and one of them is your carotid. So if you go in the middle of your neck here, where your Adam's apple or your trachea lies right here, if you go to the groove in the middle, right next to that, that's where you'll find your pulse. Feel it beating? That is one place you can find your pulse. The other place is your wrist. So on the thumb side, right, if you just follow your thumb down to that side of your wrist, so that is your lateral side of your wrist, where your thumb is. So you'll find a groove there, right where your wrist is. Put your two fingers. You'll feel a beat. You can count the beats. Go in a rhythm. Now make sure you don't use your thumb because your thumb has a beat in it. So don't use your thumb. Use your two fingers and gently place it on top. And don't compress real hard because you don't want to cut off the circulation. You just want to gently lay your fingers there or here. And you're going to count. So if you have a watch or a second hand that you can watch, that you can monitor, you can count that for 6 seconds if you want. How many beats do you have in 6 seconds? And then you can multiply that by 10. The best way to do it is if you can count for 30 seconds. How many beats can you count in 30 seconds? And multiply that by 2. That would be the best and most accurate pulse count or heart rate count that you can get. Now, in later lessons, we are going to go over anaerobic versus aerobic, or with or without oxygen, and those type of exercises and those intensity of exercises related to how fast your heart is beating. So your task is to start checking your heart rate manually, because I want you to understand and feel what that is like with the activities that you're doing for the day. So occasionally stop, check your heart rate, and correlate that with how you're feeling, and also what your heartbeat feels like. Is it pounding or is it very soft? And correlate that again with what you are doing. As you go, you'll learn and understand your body and what it's doing and feeling in reference to your heartbeat without even checking it. So I hope that makes sense. Start practicing on counting your pulse, counting your carotid, counting on your radial. Use a family member or somebody else and just practice on them, because again, that is a good skill to have just in life. All right. Have a good day. I'll see you next time.